the album's called Vicious.
Yeah.
Is this what we can expect on the new album? Is something a little bit more vicious, just pure rip and rock and roll like we heard on Uncomfortable?
Absolutely. We did this record with Nick Raskulinecz, who, if you can figure out how to spell his name, you should Google him. He's awesome. It's Foo Fighters, Korn, Deftones, Alice in Chains, Rise Against, Mastodon. He's a true rock and roller, and so yeah, he pushed us to the limits, like to the point where we're like, that rocks. And he's like, no, you can rock more. I've seen you live. I know what you can do.
And one thing I really love about Uncomfortable is the lyrics, and it's so confrontational. And a lot of the lyrics today are about how we have to rise above, and you're kind of like, we were never below to begin with.
Yeah.
And taking power and kind of smashing those who marginalize you.
That's awesome, man. You kind of hit the nail on the head. I don't know if we've ever really had a first single that I haven't had to like explain, out of a, out of a darker place. So that's awesome. Absolutely. The song is truly about being unapologetic about who you are and almost being proud and relishing in the fact that just by being yourself makes a lot of people uncomfortable. So
Halestorm's sonic palette, I guess if you will, is pretty dynamic. So I want each of you to give me one major influence on Halestorm, and then the next one has to be radically different than the last one, and we'll see really how diverse the soup is that makes up Halestorm here.
All right. I'm gonna say Ronnie James Dio.
Maybe Trent Reznor. Maybe that'd be cool.
Maybe. You sure?
That would be cool.
You want to pick
that
another
would
one?
be cool, or is it cool?
I mean, yeah, as a songwriter and producer, he's definitely one of the best of all time. So
Awesome.
I'll pick Trent Reznor.
So Ronnie James Dio, Trent Reznor.
Now you're making me.
Four corners.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with some Pink Floyd, without a doubt. Listen to that middle section.
Always good to have some Floyd in there.
What popped into my head was like the first CD we all like listened to together. Well, it wasn't the first one, but like Muse Absolution came out, and we went over to one of our cars, and on Grave Street, Joe actually won that CD from like a trivia.
Y100 music trivia.
Yeah, like a music trivia thing, and like we went in and turned that on, and just sat out in the car, like just blasting it, like, oh my God, this is incredible, and safe to say we're all Muse fans.
Let's talk about the album cover for Vicious. It looks like there's just a lot of people grabbing at you, Lizzie, and you're about to break out like the Hulk and just throw them all aside.
Do you want to take this one? You had a really good answer the other day.
Ooh, I've got a good answer. No, the idea is really, to not just do the four of us on an album cover like we've always done, and do something that maybe creates more questions than answers. And you think about the songs on the album like Uncomfortable or Vicious or Do Not Disturb, and there's all these hands. So is it sexual, or is it like she's going through this gauntlet of like Vulture, people just grabbing at her, they're pulling her in every way. But the ticket and the photographer Jimmy did a killer job on this. It's like all in the mouth to me. Like that's the expression. Like, how's she gonna come through this? Is it because it would be a little claustrophobic, uncomfortable if you had too many hands. I don't know, or is it like just questions and coming through that, being vicious or fierce and owning it.
Yeah, it's funny how thematically on this record it started, kind of naturally coming together as a lot of the things that we've kind of stood for over the years, which is empowerment and individuality, and for us, especially at this stage in our lives, it's not necessarily about dwelling on these moments and these things that might be holding you back, whether that means it's your like internal battles or the state of the world right now, or what have you, or your parents, or whatever's going on in your life. It's about how you rise above that. And for us, that's a big reason why we called the album Vicious, and because it's so much more than being strong and enduring. It's how you get past that, and you have to be vicious and fierce about it, and keep your eyes forward.